Hello you guys, Alexa B Alchemy here for your weekly card pull. Today's reading is for the week of January 23rd, 2023, and for this reading I use the Sacred Creators Oracle deck. This video channels Virgo energy, so if you have predominant Virgo placements in your chart, specifically your sun, moon, rising, or your north node, this video is for you. I do these readings every single week, so if this is helpful, please make sure that you subscribe and tap the notification bell so you will be notified every single time I release a new video. Now, my dear Virgos, at the beginning of this year, at the beginning of 2023, I did do a reading for the entirety of the 2023 calendar year, and a big piece of the message that came through for you guys was the plethora of opportunities that exist for you everywhere you go, no matter what you do. So this year you are being challenged to step into a state of deeper abundance and into a deeper state of flow by accepting that everything that you need is always there for you. Now for this week, the card I pulled for you was in reverse, and the card encourages you to ask yourself what it is that you truly want. Anytime that this card is pulled in reverse, it generally acknowledges that there might be something that some level of disconnect between what you are doing and what you want. And a lot of the times that disconnect may come in the form of not actually knowing what it is that you want out of your life. Alternatively, this card can come up if you have been working way too hard for an abstract idea, or working hard for the sake of working and not really understanding what your actual goal is. This card can also come up when there's a level of not really knowing or not understanding when you have reached your goal. That can be a result of not setting specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, timely goals, also known as a SMART goal. Thank you to my personal training background for teaching me that one. But there's definitely a really big emphasis for you this week to connect with the idea that you get to determine when you have reached or accomplished a certain goal, and it's possible that some goals that you have don't actually have like a box that you can check. I feel like this is a two-part thing. The first part is acknowledging where you want to go and landmarks or achievements along the way so you can feel like you are actually accomplishing that goal. And also, I feel like it might be really important for you to tap into the importance of enjoying the journey along the way. So anytime this card's in reverse, it's really just telling you that there is some level of achievement or attainment that you want that maybe is feeling elusive, or it feels like you can't quite grasp it, or, oh, I'm not gonna be happy until I do X. But maybe X isn't super clearly defined. And I think for you this week, it'll be really important to understand that happiness is a byproduct of the journey, not a direct result of the accomplishment. And if you want to enjoy the process of getting to where you want to be, whether or not you know where that place is right now, it's definitely going to be in your best benefit for this week to put some energy into enjoying the process along the way. Just because something is not complete or you don't have a super crystal clear vision of what it should look like doesn't mean you can't enjoy the process. I feel like some of you may find it stressful or overwhelming to consider like where it actually is that you want to go and to put in the groundwork to make that happen. And if that process is feeling overwhelming and stressful, then I would encourage you to just take a step back and to acknowledge that maybe you don't have it all figured out, and that is okay. And you're allowed to enjoy the process of exploration, even if it's just the process of exploring what you want for your life. So big themes for this week: enjoy the journey and define the trajectory that you would like to go in. Try to set some goals or some benchmarks so that while you are working through this process, you can feel a level of success with it. A great journal prompt for you for this week, simply put, is what do I actually really want? Beyond the parameters of what's possible, beyond the parameters of what feels likely, beyond the parameters of what has happened in the past, you are being called this week to get very clear about what you want out of life. If you don't know the way that you want that to manifest, let's say you're like, oh, well, I want to be happy, or I want to feel secure, or whatever, then I think it's fine if what you're feeling is more of like an overarching feeling and you don't feel like you know how to achieve that. But I would encourage you to connect with the feeling you would like to attain and then make that feeling your trajectory. In this process, I would encourage you to be mindful that you are not toiling away at a superficial or safe version of what this could look like. If it's not going to truly bring you what your soul desires, then I would encourage you to step away from it and to stop focusing your energy on it, and instead focus your energy on attracting the things that you do actually want out of life. There is a level of like a lack of fulfillment whenever this card is pulled in reverse, and I think that lack of fulfillment could be a result of you either putting way too much energy into thinking that achieving something is going to make you feel a certain way, or that lack of fulfillment is putting you in a place where you're so hyper fixated on something that's very far-fetched or in the future, or even like a vision of something that's not actually, again, going to fulfill you. And that attachment, that fixation is pulling you out of enjoying, again, the process and what you have available to you today. Knowing that for the whole year of 2023, you're being encouraged to step into a state of abundance with wealth, with opportunities, with relationships, connections, etc. I think maybe for you, knowing that those things are possible, those things are available, even if you feel like they aren't, or they feel like they haven't been in the past. If anything was possible, like literally anything, I think it would benefit you to just really connect with what it is that you want to receive and want to experience. And finally, make sure that you are not missing out on the joy of today, even if today you are not where you want to be, or if what you actually want does not fully align with the way that your life looks now. Know that this unfolding, this unfurling of what you want is a process, and it's not necessarily going to happen overnight. So if your 3D reality and your desired reality are not 100% matching up, that is not meant to discourage you. That is meant to provide you with information so that you can better understand what shifts you may want to make, or what things you may want to focus on instead, so that you can realign your trajectory of life into something that actually really truly fulfills you on a very deep level. This is not meant to be a materialistic time. Of course, if you have financial or material goals, that's completely okay. But I would encourage you to separate those things based in materiality from what your soul on a deep level is actually wanting. If, for example, you want to make a specific amount of money, that goal in and of itself is not necessarily a problem, but what is at the root of that goal? Maybe you want to feel more secure. Maybe you want to feel more free. So identify what's actually underneath that desire that you have on a soul level. What is your soul asking for you to feel? And then finding ways that you can tap into that now, or tap into that along the way. So while you are checking things off of your list and meeting the certain goals that you have set, you feel that it's coming from a level of fulfillment and achievement, and not from a level of lack, or I need to do more, or oh, I'm here but I want to be here. So I hope that makes sense. Again, I would encourage you to check out the other readings for this week as they pertain to your big three and your north node, which may help color a little bit more clearly how you may want to go about this. If you do not know where to find that information, go ahead and scroll down below, and there is a link listed in the description that will help you to figure all of that out. Also, if you would like for me to do an additional or supplementary poll specifically for you, please feel free to reach out. You can find me here on YouTube as well as Instagram and TikTok at alexab.alchemy. And again, I do these readings every single week, so if this is helpful or you would like the continued guidance, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. I do these readings free of charge every single week, so if you would like to leave a donation, there is information below on how to do that. Finally, last piece of information, I do work as a personal coach, and at the time of filming this video, I am still taking on new clients. So if you would like a little bit more support within the container of one-on-one coaching, please shoot me a message that says Alchemy Method, and I will send you some information on what that might look like. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this video was helpful. Please enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.